This video is yoga for the splits for beginners. Hi, my name is Jessie, and today we're going to go through a sequence that can help you get into the splits. I'm not that flexible, so I feel your pain. I've been practicing yoga for 15 years, and it's recently occurred to me that in order to take it to the next level, I need to stretch myself out more. Until recently, I've just done yoga so that it feels good. Well, in order to get into those more advanced poses, you have to hit that hedonic point where it's really on the verge between pleasure and pain. So if you want to get into the splits and you look like a giraffe getting a drink of water when you try, like I do, you really need to kind of toe the line between pleasure and pain, on a scale of 1 to 10 for pain, instead of going all the way to 10 where you're going to injure yourself. You want to hang out at like a 6 or a 7 on the hurt level. So I'm just putting that out there. You don't want to injure yourself by all means, but you're not going to see the progress that you want unless you're kind of playing that hedonic point. So we're going to need 2 blocks, a yoga bolster or a pillow, and a strap. We're going to start off by going into a frog pose. Just straddle your mat and come down to your forearms. And we're going to have the lower legs in line with the mat. And we're going to make these poses that we do active. So just kind of rock. And you want to have your legs moving outward. And it's going to take a while. I've been doing this practice for about a month and a half, and I'm seeing some progress, but I'm not quite there yet. So don't expect it to happen overnight. Just small increments of change. And you also want to consistently do this practice, like 4 or 5 times a week probably. Otherwise, you're going to lose your flexibility. Flexibility is definitely, if you don't use it, you lose it. So see if you can sink a little bit further into frog pose. Just rocking back and forth. Oh, feel that. Oh, goodness. Hurts so good, huh? You should definitely be feeling this in your inner thighs. See if you can sink a little bit further into the pose. Keep rocking. We're going to be in this pose for probably about 5 minutes. Do it for as long as you can. 10 minutes would probably be ideal, but if you're just starting off, hold it for as long as you can. If you need to, bring your feet together and sink back. But really work to hang out here. And if you can't come down that far, that's fine. Use blocks. Use the bolster. We're going to be a little easy about things today. See if you can sink into it a little bit more with your knees. Nice. Bring your feet together. Just ease out of it. Walk your hands back. Make your way to a seated position. Just put your hands on your knees, and we're going to do circles, big circles with our chest. So come forward, to the side, and back. And make these as big as you can. This will stretch out your body so that we're opening up our chest, we're opening up our hip flexors. 3, we're going to do 5 each direction. 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Reverse. Make it as big of a movement as you can. 3, 4, Great. Now we're going to come to the back of the mat. Use a wall if you need some help with this one. We're going to step out the feet as far apart as you can. Maybe see if you can inch your feet out a little bit more. Bring your hands in front of you, sit up tall. Push the heels into the ground. Make sure the hamstrings are activated. Sit up tall, and we're just going to start by going to the right. Make sure the toes are pointed up, the heels grounding into the ground. The hamstring is activated. Just reach, reach, come up. Reach, come up. 3, 4, and 5. Good job. To the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. See if you can step it out a little bit more. You might be surprised. If you can't, it's cool. To the right. Push that heel to the floor. Make sure the hamstrings activated. How could it not be, huh? 3, 4, 5. Lift your head up to try to keep from rounding your spine. Toes point towards the ceiling. To the left. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice work. We're just gonna lift up on the knees and come onto our knees. We're going to start off by stretching the right leg out. You want to have the left knee and the right leg on the same plane of your mat. So come up onto that right leg, stretch the left leg out, and bring the hips up. Make sure the hips are in line with that right knee and the left foot. And bring your hands in front of you. Use a block if you need to, a couple blocks if you need to, and just walk those toes out. Sink into it. Be easy about it, but still working on a good stretch. Push the toes into the ground. Keep pushing the toes into the ground, and see if you can go a little bit further. Feeling a deep stretch on your inner thighs. See if you can go a little bit further. And then just kind of let the toes go, pointing outward, but still grounding through that arch. Keep the legs straight. Good job. Come back. Switch sides. Stretch out that right leg. Make sure the left knee is on the same plane as that right leg. We're bringing the hips up and stretching them out. So if you need a blocker or something to support yourself, that's A-okay. Pushing into the toes. Keep those hips up. If you activate the toes, that will really help activate those muscles that you need to stretch out for the splits. And then just let them go. Good job. Again, as if that wasn't fun enough, huh? Stretch out that left leg, come up onto the right knee. Hands come in front of you, knees right in line with that right knee, left leg. Rest your hands on the ground, activate the toes. See if you can move the toes out just a little bit more, and a little bit more. Good job. Walk that foot back, switch sides. Keep those right toes active. Hands can come in front of the mat. Try to push the hips up, keep them in line. and then just let it go. You can just have the instep stretched out. Oh, goodness gracious. Walk those toes in, and then grab a couple of blocks. We're not going to need them quite yet, but we will here in a minute. Get your bolster or pillow around. You don't have to have a bolster, but if you do, now's a good time to get it ready. But initially, we're going to step the right foot forward. Kind of steeple those left toes. Have the shin in line with the wall in front of you. Come up. You can rest your hands on your leg or your hips, whichever works best for you. Have big toes pointed forward. Sink the hips into the floor, lifting up out of it. Really, really activating. Feeling a stretch in the hip flexor here, in the quadricep muscle. Great. Bring the hands down, sink into the pose, give yourself a little break, come back up. One more time. Great job. Switch sides. Bring that left foot forward. And then just come up. Really sinking into the pose so you're activating that hip flexor, feeling or stretching the hip flexor right in here. Come back down. Give yourself a little break, and then come back up. Nice. Bring your hands to the mat, tuck those right toes under, reach back through the heel, kind of bounce a little bit, sinking into the pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step that left foot back, hands under the shoulders, and then just walk that right foot forward. Same thing on this side. Left toes are tucked under. Going into a high lunge here. Just kind of sink those hips into the floor. 3, 4, 5. Well done. Step the right foot back. Walk the feet forward. Roll yourself up to standing. Now, step the feet out at about 80%, as wide as they can go. Really make sure those legs are straight. Keeping your toes active, keep lifting those arches. Come down and support yourself with your hands if you need to, and then walk the feet out even more, feeling a deep stretch. Probably on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 not feeling it at all, 10 being painful, going to a 6 or a 7. But not pulling anything, playing the line. So be easy about it if it's your very first time. If you're not accustomed to listening to your body as you do yoga more, you'll get better in tune with your body. We don't want to injure ourselves. Nice. And then just slowly walk your feet back together. Bring yourself back down to the mat. If your knees bother you, this might be a good opportunity for you to fold your mat over or get some extra cushion. You want to take a block or a bolster and put it right under where your hips are going to come down. You can grab 1 block for each hand to support yourself. And then look back behind you, make sure the right leg is pointed straight back behind that knee. Have our legs at a funky angle, and then just slowly start walking the left foot out. Move your toes, walk your toes forward. And maybe you want to start off with your bolster straight up and down, or a yoga block. You can start with a yoga block straight up and down. Just walk your toes out. Try to get that leg straight. And then just slowly but surely sink into the pose. You can use these blocks to kind of help keep your body upright, because that's big. And then maybe if you're able to, you can back off a bit. You want to try and move your foot out incrementally though, just small little nudges once you sink into it for a minute. Oh, and you have to relax into the pain too, like the really, really intense stretch. Actively relax your muscles, like just breathe into it, release, because we clench our muscles when things hurt. So actively release. Good job. Come out of it. Switch sides. See, I'm right there with you. I can't even come down all the way. So we'll do this together. It'll be great. Bring that bolster up if you need to. And then use the blocks for support. Double check, make sure you've got good alignment. You want your leg right back behind the knee, and then just walk it out. And honor your body. There's probably going to be days where you can go down pretty far, and then the next day you're like, seriously, why am I not going down as far? That's okay. It's all right. Honor your body. Be kind to yourself. Don't force it, because it's going to be a long road, probably. If you didn't do gymnastics as a kid, or if you aren't naturally flexible, it's going to take a while, and it's fine. It's a journey. How are you doing? Are you able to knock that bolster down? Or are you like, no way in the world? That's okay. Just do the best you can. Great job. Slowly come out of it. Move the blocks, move the bolster. Grab the strap of doom. This will probably be downright pleasant after everything else we've done today. All right, we're just gonna take the strap, wrap it around the right foot, the ball of the foot. See, not the arch, right here by the toes. This way we are going to force ourselves to have the foot active. So lay back, stretch the right leg out, keep it straight. We're working on straightening the legs, right? Keep this right leg straight, flex the foot. So we're reaching through the ball of the big toe, the inner heel, as we pull the pinky toes towards us and pull that leg towards you. So we're not pointing the toes at all, we're flexing. So you might not be able to get your leg up as high as you initially thought. A trick I just learned from my chiropractor is, if you can't get your legs up very high, fill your belly with air. And that might give you a little more space. Isn't that cool? Try it. Who would have thought? Nice. Switch. Stretch out the right leg. Get it nice and straight. Make sure the left leg's straight. The strap goes on the ball of the foot, not the heel. And we're not pointing at all. So try to like just do some little ankle circles and relax it, and then pull those toes in towards you. The legs nice and straight, pulling that leg in towards your body. Try the air in the belly trick. Holy cow, it really works. This is incredible. You should really be feeling this in your hamstring and your calf. Definitely the hamstring though. Nice. Release. Set the strap to the side. Sit up. Nice. You did it. You made it. This is yoga for beginners for the splits. Pretty intense, huh? But it's okay. Just keep doing it. You'll get it. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, check out my Instagram, and also my website. And until next time, may love and light be yours. Namaste.